किया और क्या 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 बोले हम कि पड़ता क्या है। पड़ता का मतलब ये है टू फाइंड आउट हाउ मच मुझे एक प्रोडक्ट की क्या कॉस्ट पड़ती है, दैट इज पड़ता। तो सवाल ये है कि हाउ विल यू फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ अ प्रोडक्ट फॉर मी थ्रू
One is what material goes into it,
material goes into it, yes.
and the second thing is if I have a factory, for example, and I make 100 pieces in the day, and the factory costs me 1,000 rupees in the day, and the cost of manufacturing is 10 rupees. So the product will cost me the amount that it takes, the cost of material, and the cost of manufacturing put together. Cost of goods sold.
Okay. Okay.
Ideally.
Okay.
Average of.
राकेश, कैसे मालूम करोगे क्या प्रोडक्ट बनाते हो? What is the product of your company?
We are into precision machine components.
Machine components. उसकी कॉस्ट कैसे डिसाइड करते हो पर हर एक प्रोडक्ट का
Suppose we sell for 100 rupees. The raw material is generally 60 rupees.
Generally 60.
60%.
Generally 60 or
From 40 to 60.
40 to 60.
60%.
Okay.
And then the labor cost, and then the process cost which we are applying.
Okay.
Profit and overheads, inventory carry cost, and all this.
Do you make a product sheet?
Yeah.
Okay. You make a product sheet.
Yeah. We have to give them at the time.
So negotiations.
Quotations and
अच्छा वो
negotiations.
प्रोडक्ट शीट ही मांग के लेते हैं।
It is not our product, it is their design.
हाँ।
We manufacture it as per the design, so we have to give the breakup.
कि इसको बनाने में इतना जाएगा।
इतना टाइम लगेगा।
Okay, good. रजिता?
It will be again the 3 M's basically because everything is boiling down in my mind. I don't know how to come out of
इसमें
it.
चालू कर देंगे क्या? करने के लिए थोड़ी देर पहले थोड़ा
वार्म सुबह नहीं था ना
वो दोपहर का टाइम है इसके लिए हो गया शायद चालू। हाँ, I'm sorry, Rajita.
Basically, come to the cost of the product. I would also come to the cost of equity and debt and all that things.
You will add
Yes.
cost of equity,
I mean, cost of investment. Basically.
cost of investment. Okay.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
good. Rupesh?
So it is simply the material plus manufacturing cost.
That's one. And okay, good. So जब बिरला जी बनाते हैं पर्दा तो बिरला जी का सब जैसा मैंने मॉर्निंग में डिस्कस किया उनका एक पॉइंट होता है कि ये प्रोडक्ट मुझे कितने का पड़ता है and that is the name पड़ता, nothing else, you know. It's I'm sure Rakesh you do not have to now search also on the Google but it's so simple. पड़ता मतलब
वो कंसेप्ट ही सर वो मेरे को कुछ तो अलग लग रही
क्योंकि लोग है ना हमारे नेचर है ना हम किसी चीज
I heard पर था earlier when I heard ना मुझे लगा पर था
हम किसी चीज को सिंपल तो देते नहीं है हम कोई चीज बाप रे कुछ तो पड़ता है कि ये प्रोडक्ट आपको कितने का पड़ता है जाने से नहीं पड़ता। तो बिरला जी क्या करेंगे? बिरला जी मालूम करेंगे कि ये प्रोडक्ट मुझे कितने का
You shut the fan and push it the hot air down. So filtration in the AC doesn't work.
सो बिरला जी क्या करेंगे? बिरला जी पूरी कॉस्टिंग करेंगे। कॉस्टिंग कैसे करेंगे? वो प्रोडक्ट क्या है, वो प्रोडक्ट का मिक्स क्या है, प्रोडक्ट का मटेरियल कॉस्ट क्या है, मटेरियल कॉस्ट का मिक्स क्या है, ठीक है, क्योंकि एक रॉ मटेरियल को बनाने में 4-5 मटेरियल लग सकते हैं अलग अलग, तो वो क्या कॉम्बिनेशन है, उसकी यील्ड कितनी होगी और कितने वॉल्यूम पर कितना प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, ठीक है, एक्स वॉल्यूम हो गए तो इतना प्रॉफिट होगा, फिक्स कॉस्ट कितनी है, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट कितनी है, तो ये सारे कैलकुलेशंस हम करेंगे, ठीक है। तो ऐसा नहीं है बिरला जी बैठ के करने वाले हैं, he will have his team, the team will do, and all those workings done by the team will come for the discussion, deliberation, उसका पूरा थ्रेड डिस्कशन होगा, and finally a sheet will be prepared that will go for the approval to Birla ji, and once Birla ji approves it, then it becomes a Bible, then it has to be followed, right? So that becomes the basis for the further. तो costing की product की costing हमें कैसे करनी चाहिए? Let's understand. So first of all, what you do, you start with your direct cost. So direct cost, what is the direct cost? Very simple.
Material required for producing the goods directly.
Absolutely. All the cost that goes directly into making of the product is direct cost. So देखो अगली बार आपको कभी कंफ्यूजन होने की जरूरत नहीं है. एक आइटम आपके सामने आया, अब आप सोच लो कि डायरेक्ट है कि इनडायरेक्ट है, डायरेक्ट है कि इनडायरेक्ट, सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है. Ask yourself, is this cost directly going to into the making of the product? It is a direct cost. Otherwise, it's not a direct cost. So what you will do, you will take all the direct raw material cost or direct material cost. All the direct material costs, जितनी भी हैं, all the direct material costs. Then you take all the direct labor cost. All the direct labor cost. So the people, the workers who are working on the shop floor,
Plant manager वगैरह नहीं है.
plant manager वगैरह will be in the overheads. In the overheads. And again, you plant manager will be in the overheads, but shop floor supervisor
Okay.
is part of the direct cost.
Okay.
Because shop floor supervisor, his supervision is directly for the production. So that is why his cost is going to be as part of the direct labor cost. Labor cost or manpower cost or whatever.
Tooling,
Tooling direct.
how can it be done?
What kind of tooling are you talking about?
Whatever required for machine.
It is used for machining. So it
Long
is
term
direct.
tooling.
Okay.
Short term tooling will go direct. I think long term will go. The maintenance will go direct.
Long-term tooling is also it's a
So we're
direct cost.
depreciating it.
So it is used for production.
Depreciating is another issue. You are still depreciating is your
It's a cost. It's a calculation.
So tooling cost.
So very. I find that damn tricky. The tooling way to.
Tooling cost.
whether it's an asset or whether it is an expense.
Yeah, so that's a good question. Now, and I'll give you the answer. If you procure a tool which is going to be consumed in the same year in which it is procured, then it is going to be an expense.
Okay.
But if you procure a tool which is going to last with you for a number of years,
Oh.
then it will come in the balance sheet as an asset and you will depreciate it.
Oh.
Right. More
So
than
we have press tools which last multiple years that come under depreciation.
Depreciation.
If we have a tool which is used for cutting,
Cutting.
it would be
Consumable.
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 So consumables versus tools.
Yeah.
So we have to identify, even though they are called tools, we'll have to identify them as consumables with respect to our product.
Correct.
Yeah. So consumable will be the material cost, but not the direct material cost, because consumable is only the facilitating. Okay.
That comes separately.
And then material labor and the overheads, direct overheads.
Direct overhead.
Direct overheads.
So sales is not a direct overhead.
Sales, because we are talking about the manufacturing.
Yeah.
So sales is not part of the direct cost. So these are the expenses which are going into the directly into making of the product.
So the tooling will come under direct overheads in principle.
Tooling is
The long-term.
tooling cost.
Yeah, amortization, the depreciation part of it will come under direct
Yeah,
overheads.
tooling cost is going to be factory overheads
Okay.
or manufacturing overheads.
Come here.
It will come in the bottom.
Okay. Not here.
Not here. Here, what will come is something which is going directly into the
Okay.
into the making.
Okay.
So labor, this labor is working on the shop floor. So is direct cost. Overhead, the power bill of the shop floor is the direct cost. Are you with me?
Yes.
But the power bill of the entire factory will not be part of the. Do you
I
understand? What I
understand.
mean?
I understand.
So this is known as your prime cost. So total of direct cost So you got a material cost, let's say 100 rupees here, direct labor, let's say 50 here, and overheads again, let's say 50 here. So you have 200, which is your prime cost. So बहुत सिंपल है, डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट का मतलब है वो सारी कॉस्ट which goes directly into making of the product. That is direct cost. Then what you will do to the prime cost, you will add manufacturing overheads. Right. So you will add the manufacturing overheads. Manufacturing overheads का मतलब क्या है? All the expenses incurred in the factory for the purpose of manufacturing. ठीक है, तो इसमें जो मैनेजर है उसकी सैलरी आ जाएगी, मेंटेनेंस की जो कॉस्ट है वो आ जाएगी, राकेश आगे भी है ना. सो प्रिंसिपली व्हाट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर, डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट इज नोन एज प्राइम कॉस्ट. प्राइम कॉस्ट का मतलब है मेन कॉस्ट. मेन कॉस्ट का मतलब है कॉस्ट व्हिच इज गोइंग डायरेक्टली इनटू द मेकिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. Manufacturing overheads are the expenses which are supporting the prime cost. फैक्ट्री का डेप्रिसिएशन है, फैक्ट्री की बाकी की जगह की लाइटिंग है, हाउसकीपिंग है, सेफ्टी है, सिक्योरिटी है, मेंटेनेंस है. That will be part of your manufacturing overheads. Let's say this figure is 50. So this becomes 250. This 250 is known as production cost. Production cost, factory cost, works cost, by whatever name you may call it. So all of them mean the same thing. So what we are trying to do now, we are trying to ascertain do the product costing. This 50 rupees which I am showing here, what I have done, I have estimated the cost manufacturing overheads of the entire factory and divided by the quantity of this product. So this is your per unit. Are you with me, Rakesh? Are you right? So because ultimately padta meaning what? Padta meaning it has to be in terms of per product, right? So 250 becomes your per production cost or factory cost or works cost per unit. Now what do you do? To this you will add the, what will you add it here?
Sales cost.
Sales cost. So you will add here your
General.
SG&A, selling general and administrative overheads. So again find out for the entire operations and allocate it into different products. अगर आपकी कंपनी अलग-अलग प्रोडक्ट बना रही है, एक ही प्रोडक्ट बना रही है, फिर कोई सवाल ही नहीं है. Then the entire cost is loaded onto the same product. So let's say this figure is again 50. So this becomes 300. Now this is known as cost of sale. Cost of sale. And now what do you do? Now you add finance cost. Where will depreciation come?
So already partially come from manufacturing.
Partly come to manufacturing. So depreciation for the factory is part of the manufacturing. Depreciation for the office is part of the SG&A. Rakesh, are you following this? So now you have the finance cost. Let's say finance cost is 10 rupees, and this becomes your 310. This is known as your total cost per unit. तो जब बिरला की बात करते हैं पड़ता की, तो बिरला जी का कहना ये है कि इस प्रोडक्ट ये प्रोडक्ट ए को बनाने में मुझे ये प्रोडक्ट ए बनाने में कितने का पड़ता है? मुझे 310 रुपए का पड़ता है, राइट? सो ये कॉस्टिंग विल गो टू, एंड देन ऑब्वियसली द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट Birla ji will have as to what should be my selling price. उसका भी अलग फॉर्मूला है, ठीक है। उसके तो सेलिंग प्राइस डिटरमाइन करने के बहुत सारे फॉर्मूले हैं, वो हम आगे चर्चा करेंगे कि आप सेलिंग प्राइस कैसे डिसाइड करोगे। सी रिमेंबर कॉस्टिंग, चालू है ना ये? हाँ। कॉस्टिंग is only one factor in deciding your selling price. Your product costing is only one factor in deciding as to what should be your selling price. There are 20 other things that you need to take into account for deciding as to what should be your selling price. So there, and we will come to that. But for the time being, let us say based on all those factors that I am talking, builder he says that we should sell this product for 400 rupees, right? So that's your selling price per unit, and in the bottom you get 90, and this is your profit per unit. Now, if you have any question, and I would like all of you to ask me as many questions as possible about costing of this. This is how you decide for ये product मुझे बनाने में कितने का पड़ता है. This is what is the पड़ता system.
Sir, have you studied the system of throughput costing?
I've heard about it, but नहीं सुना, नहीं पढ़ा, नहीं पढ़ा. Tell me what is it about?
It's generally looks at it slightly differently. It looks at it as the overall cost of the factory. So running the factory, and you're basically how many pieces you're able to push out on the other side. Fundamentally, the cost divided by the number of pieces gives you a throughput costing.
Correct.
And it works slightly differently than this. I was just wondering if
पर ऐसे होगा, दो इसमें ऐसे होगा ना. ये देखो, ये ऊपर वाले डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट छोड़ दो, वो those you can relate directly with the product. बाकी की ये सारी ये कॉस्ट हम ले रहे हैं, it's all on the basis of what you are saying. Now all of you please pay attention. Manufacturing overhead, I am taking 50 rupees per unit. Remember how have I got this figure of 50 rupees per unit? Very simple. मैंने पूरी फैक्ट्री के ओवरहेड्स, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ओवरहेड्स का फिगर वर्कआउट किया, सारे अलग अलग कंपोनेंट्स हैं, सब लोग जोड़ के निकाला. अब दो तरीके हैं, नाउ प्लीज पे अटेंशन, दिस इज समथिंग वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. दो तरीके हैं. दिस आपने सुना होगा एबीसी कॉस्टिंग, सुना है एबीसी कॉस्टिंग? सो एबीसी कॉस्टिंग इज एडवांस्ड वे ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग द ओवरहेड्स. बहुत सिंपल शब्दों में बोलता हूं कि जब आप प्रोडक्ट कॉस्टिंग कर रहे हो तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? आप क्या कर रहे हो? प्लीज टेल मी ऑल ऑफ यू.
ये समझ रहे हैं कि वो प्रोडक्ट में क्या क्या चीजें एक्चुअली उसमें जाती है, इंग्रेडिएंट्स, उसका कॉस्ट कितना है, उसका कॉस्ट डिटेल, डायरेक्ट कितना जा रहा है, इनडायरेक्ट कितना जा रहा है.
और वो आप क्यों कर रहे हो? व्हाई आर यू डूइंग दैट?
तो अंडरस्टैंड कि भाई इसके नीचे मैं नहीं बेच पाऊंगा,
इसके नीचे मैं नहीं बेच पाऊंगा. दैट इज वन रीजन. एंड व्हाट एल्स? What else? The second reason why you do costing, remember, so that you don't make a mistake in costing. See, if you don't do costing, there's a full possibility.
instead of 400, you said 300.
Exactly. See, what can happen is, and please pay attention.
राइट.
एक चीज बोलता हूँ बहुत फंडामेंटल है. कॉस्टिंग में जब आप एक गलती करते हो, तो आप एक गलती नहीं करते हो. By default, you make two mistakes. Whenever you are doing costing of a product, and if you are making one mistake, remember you are not making one mistake, you make two mistakes. Why? What mistake are you making? आप 4 प्रोडक्ट बनाते हो, you are under costing one product. Under costing one product का मतलब क्या है कि एक प्रोडक्ट की कॉस्ट उस पर जानी चाहिए 50 रुपए, और आप वहां पे लिख रहे हो कितना? 10 रुपए. Please pay attention.
राइट.
So what you are doing, आप इसकी प्रोडक्ट की कॉस्टिंग कर रहे हो, और इसका जो कॉस्ट होनी चाहिए 50 रुपए, आपने यहाँ पे लिखा कितना लिखा? 10 रुपए. तो आपने इसको एक तो आपने अंडर कॉस्ट किया. दूसरा, ये जो 40 रुपए आपने यहाँ पर ऐड नहीं किए, आपने वो 40 रुपए कहीं और ऐड किए. So you may have added to product 2 or product 3 or product 4,
Which is over costing now.
which is over costing. So remember what is happening is, please pay attention, you are under costing one product and you are overcosting another product. And please remember, both are suicidal. Why? The product that you are undercosting will sell like a hot cake, but every time you sell it, you are going to make loss. Correct? And the product that you have overcosted, even though it is a good product, since you have overcosted it, you will overprice it. And if you overprice it, nobody is going to buy it. And if it is nobody going to buy it, you are going to end up in making losses. So that is the reason why we do the costing and you put everything in this place. Coming to your question, though, so इसमें आप क्या कर रहे हो? See here also ये जो overheads है 50 रुपए पर यूनिट आपने लिखा है, ठीक है? ये 50 रुपए आपने कैसे निकाला? आपने क्या किया? पूरी कंपनी के मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ओवरहेड्स को आपने इकट्ठा किया और फिर आपने आइडिया बेस्ड ऑन सम बेसिस आपने कहा कि इसमें से ए में कितना जाएगा, बी में कितना जाएगा, सी में कितना जाएगा, डी में कितना जाएगा, और ए बी सी डी का जो लेट्स से आई जस्ट पुट इट सो एज टू मेक इट सिंपल. सो लेट्स से मैन्युफैक्चरिंग overheads and you have product A, product B, product C and product D. Let's say the total overheads are
1 lakh.
okay 1 lakh and now this is the total overheads of the entire factory. ठीक है, अब आप क्या करोगे? आपको मालूम है कि ये फैक्ट्री में आप 4 प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस बनाते हो A, B, C and D. तो आप क्या मालूम करोगे कि A के कितने बनाते हैं 100, B के कितने 300, C के कितने 400 और D के कितने 300. Are you with me?
Yes.
Correct. So this is the many total of the all the manufacturing overheads of your plant. उस प्लांट में बनाते हो 4 प्रोडक्ट A, B, C and D और इसकी ये यूनिट्स हैं. अब आप क्या करोगे? ये जो है you will distribute on A, B, C and D. So यहाँ पे कितना आ जाएगा? यहाँ आ जाएगा 1000, यहाँ आ जाएगा 3000, यहाँ आ जाएगा 4000 और यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 3000. Now by default, what will happen here? By default, because we are taking a very simple example, so per unit manufacturing overheads that you will distribute on product A, B, and C and D is going to be 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, and 10 here. So this is what exactly what you said about the throughput costing. So this is how you are doing it. You are aggregating the manufacturing cost of the company as a whole and then distributing on different products depending on how much you are producing of each of them. इसको थोड़ा सा अगर are you getting this?
Yes.
But I was just confused with
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
Now, if we are distributing that 100,000,
Hmm.
but if you see ratio proportion, it doesn't add up.
But then he's made us like it should be 11,000 and then
Is it because of the example or is it going to be? That's my question. Because what we have done is we have done 100th of it.
No, you're right. That was a mistake.
Okay.
It was a writing mistake.
I think that's okay. I just wanted to.
So अभी इसका कितना होगा? इसका कितना हो जाएगा? Yeah, 2000 divided by 300.
throughput costing I think works slightly differently.
Okay.
I think the way it works is you assume that let us say the factory is only making A for 1 month
Okay.
and the manufacturing overheads are 1 lakh.
Hmm.
Depending upon how much you make throughout the month. So of only A, let's say I can make only 500 in a month, let us say. Then my overheads will be not in this exact proportion, but on if it was only that, then someone will say वही किया, you should cover that cost.
Okay.
Just basis पे.
Okay.
So it takes that into assumption.
But how does it? How closer it is to the reality?
See what happens with that. Basically what happens is you're assuming that if in case I get an order of only A item,
Pratik,
मेरे पास समझो समझो मेरे पास I have 5 machines और item A I need only 3 machines और मेरे overheads हैं बाकी 2 के. If I need to stop manufacturing the other 2, if I'm only making A, I'm still not using those other 2, but those overheads are still there in my factory.
Okay.
Because of inefficiencies, because always when you have a bottleneck, the machines are never used to 100% capacity. Only that one machine is used. So the way it works is that अगर सिर्फ एक किया पूरे महीने में full capacity पे तो इतना cost आएगा.
Okay.
So it may not add up to 1 lakh if you divide it in this ratio. It may be plus or minus.
And what do you do with that figure?
You divide it. So समझो A के 500 बदले की 1 लाख हो गया. Then the overhead will be 200 रुपया.
200 रुपया. Okay.
Then so it may, if you take the actual manufacturing ratios, it may come less or more than the overheads.
But that's
then
dangerous.
you have that is dangerous. But then you have to play around with that.
But that's dangerous because see, costing का fundamental principle ये है, it has to be as accurate as possible.
But you can, इसमें the question is your sales are never will not always be 100, 300, 400, 300. It may vary.
No, that's okay because see, that is I have kept those figures purposely symmetric. You can always your actual figures can always vary. And you have Excel sheet, so it can give you numbers. See, the fundamental principle of costing is it has to be as accurate as possible. There's a full possibility because that you will never be able to achieve 100%. But then consciously you have to aim for the 100%. No, you can't factor something which has got inbuilt possibility of inaccuracy. So that might be dangerous because then you really don't know whether you are under costing or over costing.
Like the way I do my costing is, मेरे को मालूम है, let's say my shop floor, my manufacturing costs me 2 lakh rupees every day. I will do the planning in such a way कि कुछ भी करो मेरा contribution out of the product. So leaving aside the material cost, the remaining covers my 200 rupees per day. That is fundamentally.
बिल्कुल सही.
That is how I do it.
It has to be like that because then you are accurate. See, then you are accurate because then what you are doing is you know your factory cost is 200,000 and you are distributing that 200,000 on all the products that you are making. Perfectly fine. But the only precaution that you have to take when you are distributing, you must ensure that the distribution is happening in a correct manner.
It should be more than this 100,000, never less.
When I say it should be correct, that means it should never. या आप बना रहे हो दो यूटिलिटीज बना रहे हो X and Y, ठीक है? तो X को मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ओवरहेड लगते हैं 10 रुपए के, आपने उस पर लोड कर दिए 50 रुपए के, और Y को लगते हैं 50 रुपए के, आपने उस पर लोड कर दिए 10 रुपए के, तो आपकी कॉस्टिंग तो बराबर हो जाएगी, एलोकेशन भी बराबर हो जाएगा, लेकिन आपकी एक प्रोडक्ट की प्राइसिंग गड़बड़ हो जाएगी और दूसरे प्रोडक्ट की भी प्राइसिंग गड़बड़ हो जाएगी,
which will affect demand supply ratios.
So that is what it is. Okay, so this is how you will carry out the product costing, Rakesh, and this is how. So ये statement है that will go to Birla ji, and then it will be approved, thorough discussion, deliberation with the team, and approved, okay, approved by Birla ji, and then it becomes final. अब क्या होगा? Every day जो भी इनका वॉल्यूम होगा, ये तो this is the cost per unit. Now उस यूनिट की कितने per unit output decided है, so number has to come as per that, isn't it? So अगर ये दिन का पूरा उनका प्लान है और